Hello everybody, welcome to the very first video of the Beauty Buffet Club. I hope that you enjoy it. So this one is 7 things you didn't know about mascara. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. We'll see. The first thing is that mascara can dry out your eyelashes, which can make them brittle and make them break and fall out more easily. So my solution for this is when I put on whatever lotion I'm putting on, in this case it's going to be my eye repair cream for my puffy eyes and whatnot. Try to get out of this shadow. I put a little bit on my eyelashes. You can also use like a primer or a coating. Some mascaras offer like a base coat type thing that you put on first. But I just put a little bit of lotion on, and it kind of gives it like a nice little initial coating there to protect your eyelashes from getting dried out by the mascara. The second thing is that when you put on mascara, you're not just putting on black coloring you're not just trying to color them darker and thicken them. It's your chance to sculpt them. Okay, so you can put them where you want them. If you have a gap, you can fill it in. If you have one that always goes crazy, you can put it where you want it and literally like hold it there while the mascara dries. And it should keep it there. You can also sweep them out or make them go straight. So I'm going to make sure that I am like I've also taken all the extra off of my tip here so that I can use my tip of my wand here to make sure I'm not getting any crazy clumps, and I'm actually like using it to put my eyelashes exactly where I want them. Another thing you might not know is that you really should do the underside of your eyelashes so that when you close your eyes, it's not back to, well, in my case, being blonde. But if you wear dark eyeliner, then doing this especially will really make your lashes look longer because it'll connect the color to the color of the eyeliner. So you go up here and you kind of I'm turning it like this as I come out. So both sides, and it's a little tricky, and as you can see I got some color on my lid, which I do pretty much every time, and sometimes I use a Q-tip to remove it, and sometimes I just use my my cream base primer that's the skin tone to cover it up. Okay, the third thing is layering. A lot of people think that you just put on one layer and that's it, but that's not it. By the time I'm done with this eye, the mascara on my other eye is going to be dry, and I'm just going to go back and do another layer if I want it to be thicker and darker. Sometimes I even I do my makeup and then I get dressed and do my hair, and then I realize they're maybe not as thick as full as I thought they were. I really do this all the time. You just fix it. So I go back and I do another layer because it does kind of settle and seems to just be thinner later on. So can you see the difference? I've got 2 layers on this eye and 1 layer on this eye. I hope the lighting is good enough that you can see that there really is a big difference. But then I'm going to add another layer over here. Okay, the next thing on the list, you may have noticed that I am not putting mascara on my bottom lashes. A lot of people do, you can, but you don't have to. If you think that you have to, that's just not the case. I used to always put mascara on the top and the bottom. And then one day I was like going swimming, I think, so I didn't put it on the bottom. I kind of liked the way it looked. I'm really prone to dark under eyes, so it made me look kind of fresher and brighter without the mascara on the bottom lashes. And I got a ton of compliments, and I just started wearing it like this all the time, and I like it a lot better. So if you always put it on the bottom, maybe try it for one day without, see if you like it. Or if you never put it on the bottom, try it with. Let's see. The next thing, get this, is that if you end up with clumps, you don't have to settle for clumps. Sometimes clumps will form like at the tips, or you end up like right here. I've got these lashes that are all wanting to be together. Now, this is a little questionable. Don't put sharp objects near your eye. Kids, don't try this at home. I'm going to do it though. I've only poked myself once. So I very carefully use a safety pin, and this goes back to the sculpting. I literally am like putting my lashes where I want them. And it's still, the mascara is not entirely dry, so now they're nice and spread out the way I wanted them. If you end up with like a big clump at the end of one, I sometimes just really grab it, take it off, and then reapply the mascara there. So if you end up with clumps, it's not like, oh, I have to take it all off and start over, or I just have to settle for these clumps. You can fix it. Okay. The next thing, I hope people know, but maybe not, you need to open a new tube every 3 months. It gets old and it gets clumpy and sticky and yucky. What I do is I open a new tube for my daily use every 3 months, and my most recent tube I keep in my purse in case I need to touch up or I somehow left the house without mascara, which has happened. That's about it. 7 things that maybe you didn't know about mascara. So let me know what you thought of this video. If you have anything else you want to share about mascara, tell me if you already knew all this stuff, or if you have any questions. All right, thanks. Bye.